is a quartet of one of the most iconic pop bands of all time. She is bringing us new music. It is a true thrill to welcome a real hero to the show this morning. Good morning, Agnetha Fältskog. How are you, darling?
Good morning, Zoe. I'm fine, thank you, and it's nice to be with you.
It's so wonderful to have you on the show. How have you been keeping, and how has your summer been? How is summer in Sweden?
Thank you. It has been very fine. June was fantastic with a lot of sunshine and not so much rain, but lovely, really lovely. So I took a bath. Yeah, several times.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, June was really good here. It was very similar, and the rest of the summer's been interesting. But it's what we're used to. It's wonderful to have you on the show with such great news as well. What can you tell us about the new album, a reimagined version of your 2013 album, A+?
Yeah, that's right. It came as an idea. Suddenly, I talked with Jörgen, who is with me here, Björn y Oloffson. And
hello, Jörgen. Welcome to the breakfast show.
Well, thank you.
He will help me with my English if I drop it.
I don't think you need any help.
Well, the idea came up, and we had a little conversation about it, and we said that maybe we should do something else about this album. To make it was 10 years ago I did it, and we're gonna make a new remix of it and make it sound totally new sound, but the same songs. And at the same time he had been writing a new song, and that's the one that is the single now. For me, it felt like, well, shall I do another one? And I did it. We didn't know about the voice as usual, if it was there, but it was.
It's amazing to hear you say, you worry about your voice and whether it's still going to be there. And having listened, had a little peek, early listen, and you sound as young as ever. It's such a gift, your voice.
Thank you very much.
And I guess you worry about it if you're not singing for a while and you're not doing that,
Of course, it's the same with talking English, actually, because I talk Swedish all the time at home, and nowadays it's not so common that I speak English, so I feel a little rusty right now.
You sound perfect to us, I have to say. I mean, if you asked us to speak any Swedish, can you even imagine what would happen? How is it for you, Agnetha, when you hear your music on the radio? Do you still have a little moment of, oh gosh, that's me, that's us, that's something special?
Yeah, that's always nice. It's always nice, but I love music. Music is in my heart and in my brain all the time. I live and I sleep with music, you can say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What might you listen to? What sort of thing?
Well, I listen to everything, I would say. But I have, I must tell you one funny thing. It's I came into this old singer from England, what's it? PJ Proby.
Oh, yes.
Can you remember?
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Brilliant.
Right now I listen a lot to him, and all the songs from 60s and 70s. That was my childhood. I listened a lot to all these singers like Sandy Shaw, Dusty Springfield. I really love them, and they're still in my heart.
Amazing ladies, incredible performers, all the ladies that you've mentioned there. So tell us a bit about the single that we're about to play. This is a brand new song. No one's heard it before. It's called Where Do We Go From Here? What was the sentiment behind the lyrics in the song and the feeling in this song?
It was a good feeling, but maybe you should ask Jörgen what this is all about.
Cue Jörgen. What can you tell us, darling?
It was actually not us writing it. It was basically a gift. We felt it just sort of came through us, and it kept going on in my mind all the time. And as we worked on, reworking, reimagining your music, Agnetha's music, right? This song was constantly there as well. It's like a little companion saying, I want to be part of this too. It's like, so I sort of got a bit brave and I asked you. I gave you the song and you said, yeah, I'll do it. I love the song. So that's really the story. Of course, you said, I'm not sure I can sing it, but I always say, yes, you can.
I always
sing
say
anything.
That.
You can sing the phone
But I
book.
heard the demo first, and it was a girl singing it in the demo, and I thought I would never do it like she did. And then I said, okay, I try it. And it came out very, very well. And now very proud
Fantastic.
of it.
Okay, we'll play it now on Radio 2.
Okay.
It is Agnetha with Where Do We Go From Here?
Outside I'm cold, but I'm burning inside. Impossible crazy like snow in July. People keep talking, they keep passing by. The world could be ending, I wouldn't care why. What if you could be the one that I remember? When I'm old and grey looking back at life. What if I just stumbled into one forever? Baby, kiss me back to life, 'cause I can't breathe. Oh, it feels like I'm drowning. Don't let me go now, please hold me closer. Feels like I'm falling into emotions I never felt before. So now, where do we go from? Where do we go from? Where do we go from here? I thought I carried a heart made of steel, but you cracked it open as you broke the seal. So kiss me again now and promise we'll last, 'cause I'm tired of waiting, I'm done with the past. What if you could be the one that I remember? When I'm old and grey and looking back at life. What if I just stumbled into my forever? Baby, kiss me back to life, 'cause I can't breathe. Oh, it feels like I'm drowning. Don't let me go now, please hold me closer. Feels like I'm falling into emotions I never felt before. So now, where do we go from? Where do we go from? Where do we go from here? So now, where do we go from? Where do we go from? Where do we go from here? Possible crazy like snow in July. The world could be ending, I wouldn't care. Wouldn't care. Feels like I'm drowning. Don't let me go now, please hold me closer. Feels like I'm falling into emotions I never felt before. So now, where do we go from? Where do we go from? Where do we go from here? So now, where do we go from? Where do we go from? Where do we go from here?
We are already singing all the words. It's in our hearts. You can see why Jürgen was saying that he had that song and it becomes a gift. That was a world exclusive, Agnetha. Beautiful. How does it feel to hear it on the radio for you?
It feels good. Yes, you never get tired of it, to hear yourself on the radio. That's really something. It's always a tensed feeling, you can say, about what are the people going to think about this. But as long as you have your heart in it and you have done the best you can. Because I'm not so young anymore, and I'm very grateful that I still have my voice and a good composer beside me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
precisely. Oh, I know you're an amazing dynamic duo. The two of you together, you really,
Thank
really
you.
are. Oh, we all need a Jürgen, I think, in our lives.
Yes.
It's so fabulous. I have to say, we've been really blessed on the breakfast show. That Annie Fried was on the show. I got to talk to Benny and Björn. So it really was the dream, Agnetha, to have you on the show. ABBA have been quite a phenomenon. The band feels really very much like a force of its own at the moment with ABBA Voyage, which people, are still... I know people who've seen it 6 or 7 times as well, and people still finding it and loving it. And Mamma Mia, of course, the musical and the films. When you announced... the new records that you did a couple of years ago, it was a top news story on every channel, pretty much around the world. How did that feel for you all?
It feels very good, and this with Voyage, it's an amazing show. It's doing so well, and we don't even know how they did it, even if we worked with it a lot.
It's so clever. It's so
yes,
clever. It really is. Jürgen, have you seen it? Have you seen the show?
No, actually I haven't. Because I've been too busy working here with Agnetha's music. So, but I'm definitely going to get up there and check it out.
Jürgen,
It's
when you
time
come,
I hear from
Yes.
everybody it's crazy good.
When you
I know
come
I'm-
over, give us a ring. We'll all come with you.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh, good.
I would love to come
I'll take
over
that.
often if it was not so far away.
I know, it's so good. We had Annie Fried on the show back last year, and she was talking about how special it is when you're together.
It's always magical to sing together with Agnetha because we have something special, as you know, not only voice-wise, but also as friends. And it's like meeting up with your sister, and once we closed the door behind us in the studio, we felt at home, both of us.
Oh, my dear friend. Yeah, we have been going through a lot in our lives, and the time with ABBA was it was 10, 12 years that we traveled together. We did everything together, and I would like to take the opportunity to send my greetings to the other 3, and I want to thank all wonderful fans who has been with us during all years, and for all fantastic people who has told us which impact our music has had in their lives, both in sorrow and happiness. It really warms my heart.
You're so right. Those songs have been with us through all the adventures in our lives. Like you say, the highs and the lows. Next year, it's 50 years since Eurovision, since you guys won. It's going to be in Sweden. I mean, it's written in the stars. If you're not there, then, what can we do? Any plans to do anything, do you think?
You never know anything about ABBA, and when I don't say anything about that, so
Yeah. Okay.
I'd
Brilliant.
rather be quiet.
Yes, good. I know. That's beautifully handled there. Okay, fingers crossed for all of us. You wrote your first song when you were 6 years old. What do you think that little girl would think if she could see the success, the influence that you would go on to have, and the incredible career?
I had no idea. At that time, I just felt that I had so much music in me. And it developed, and when I was 15, I started, with this dance group and toured around Sweden. So I have been touring a lot before we started ABBA. Music has been my life.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do your grandchildren think of your incredible career? Or are they a bit like the kids in our family, where sometimes they're like, yeah, that's quite impressive, and then they get on with their own lives?
I think they are really now starting to understand. Some of them were with us in the opening night in London, and they were crying, really. Yeah. Oh, grandma. Yeah, so they had no idea, I think, what I have been doing.
It must be mind-blowing for them to be able to...
Yes.
And thank goodness there's all the old footage that we can revisit as well. It's so good. Agnetha, thank you so much for the music. Thank you for talking to us. So much love from all your fans over here.
Thank you,
in
and
the
I would
UK.
like to send it back, and thank you for having us with you.
Thank you so much. And Jürgen, you're an absolute superstar. Let
Well,
us know
thank
when you
you.
come over for the show.
Thank you so much. I'll tell
Take
my
care.
wife.
Many
Brilliant.
thanks.